Welcome back to MLB Tonight. You're taking a look at the odds to win the National League Cy Young Award, according to our good friends at Bet MGM. Sandy Alcantara at plus 475 to repeat as the Cy Young winner. Last guy to do it was Jacob deGrom. Take a look at some of the names there. Meantime, in the American League, the leading contender, according to the odds, is Gerrit Cole for the American League. He came close to winning the Cy Young in 19, but eventually lost to his teammate at the time, Justin Verlander. Jacob deGrom going from the National League to the American League, and Dylan Cease, one of our favorites, is in there in that mix at number 3. All right, Ron. Let's take a look at, what do you got? You got the National League?
You want to go National League first?
Let's go National League. Give me a Cy Young pitcher in the National League that you think could put it together.
Well, you're betting, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the segment, right? You're betting, right?
I mean, we can't bet, but we encourage others, you know.
I think a nice pick is Aaron Nola, and I guess this is really just an homage to Aaron because I get to see him pitch a lot. And when you think of the art or the science of pitching, watching Aaron Nola perform his craft is second to none. We're talking about a guy, even coming out of LSU, has never been in the upper echelons of the velocity that you see with a lot of pitchers. But he gets it done with guile, throws strikes, doesn't walk anybody, throws a lot of innings for those Philadelphia Phillies. And 2022 is a little skewed because he had 3 or 4 kind of blowout starts, and it kind of, you know, takes those, especially the ERA, and jacks it up over 3. But he's more, when you're facing him, you're facing one of the more elite pitchers. I
asked you during the break, would you be concerned about Nola and Wheeler, considering the amount of innings? They had a deep postseason run.
You know, in today's game, I'm always concerned, not only with the deep run that both those guys had. Remember, Wheeler had a little soreness during the postseason, but they pitch a lot of innings for those Phillies. In today's game, you always have to worry about that.
All right. What about the American League, Sean Casey? What pitcher do you have your eye on that could ultimately hold that Cy Young trophy?
I'll tell you what, I think this is his year, and he's up there at the top of the list is Gerrit Cole. I mean, you go back to 2022, he led the AL in starts and in punch-outs. Those are 2 big-time stats as far as putting up big-time numbers. He's been second in the Cy Young before, top 5 times. I feel like 2023 is the year he gets over the hump and wins this, wins the Cy Young. I mean, for me, Gerrit Cole's stuff is next level. I mean, he's a guy that can rear back, and he can find that 99, 100 miles an hour when he needs it, top of the zone late in the game. I feel like as the starts go on, he gets stronger. The biggest thing with Gerrit Cole is he's got to keep the ball in the ballpark. You go back to last year, finished 9th in the Cy Young race. A big reason why, a lot of balls that he left the park. So I think if Gerrit Cole can keep more balls in the park, do what he did, close to what he did last year, he's got a shot to win the Cy Young.
What's not to love about Gerrit Cole? He's one of those guys that makes every start. And I was telling you in the break, there are some years, every bad pitch you throw gets hit out of the park. And that's what it seemed like for Gerrit Cole. If that doesn't happen next year, I think you might be right.
Gave up 33 home runs last season, did Gerrit Cole. That was the most in the American League. But as you said, he always posts.
Yes.
Always. He is always going to be out there. Dark horse pick real quick for me. I don't know if he'd be considered a dark horse, but Dylan Cease.
Oh, yes.
That may not be the first name that maybe people think of, but I would consider him definitely a threat to win the Cy Young. You guys got another dark horse?
No, I mean, to add to Dylan Cease, when you think of Dylan Cease, what he did like the last 25 starts last year, he was unhittable. He had a stretch where he was giving up no more than 1 run, and it's really that slider. There was a pitcher, you might remember him, Dave Steve, who pitched for the Blue Jays in the 80s. He had an unhittable slider. Hitters hate that phrase, but he does. Dylan Cease has that slider. He throws it about 42% of the time, and when he gets it where he wants to get it, it's a swing and a miss.
Yeah, looking at all the numbers and looking at all the strikeouts, me calling him a dark horse pick. that was stupid.
I was like, dark horse, look at those numbers right there.
Finished, and he finished second. So just take away everything I said.
Well, Will Flo's got Meryl Streep winning the Academy Award for dark horse.
Let me give you another dark horse pick. deGrom, Jacob. Okay?